Alrighty, here is my Google website. My topic was remote healthcare. Here's a quick overview of the first page, all the way down. I used Google Sites for this. Google Sites is super easy to use. They kind of have a template already built in for you, so you can't really mess it up that bad. Everything is kind of already in place. The difference between this and HTML and CSS is Google Sites, you kind of have less control and it's kind of already done for you, whereas HTML and CSS have your full control over it to customize pretty much anything you want. But the only downside to it is that it is harder to learn. Before I get into showing the rest of the Google site, I just want to go over some quick things, like how my Google site is being stored on a Google server and was edited through my Google account. Once I was happy with everything, how it all came out, I was able to publish it, and I can still set permissions on it. And even if a user does not have a Google account, they can still get to my website through the URL. Okay, now we can get to some of the fun parts like the pictures. For example, right over here is a GIF. I created this GIF using a picture of myself, a symbol that I thought resembled remote healthcare, and my logo that I actually created. So if we go down, this is the logo that I created in Canva. I used symbols that I thought resembled remote healthcare, and then I came up with this little outline and label. I just kept it very simple. And I was able to copy the embedded code for this image URL. And in the Google Sites editor section, I was able to import the embedded code. Okay, now we can go through some different images. So this is the home page. Then if we go to impact, we have some more. If it'll load. This is my YouTube video. So this video, I thought that it related to remote healthcare because it's just talking about like medical services and how they're more accessible and convenient, especially in like remote areas, and how that helps a lot. So to get this in here, I was once again able to copy the embedded code, and then I went into the Google Sites editor section under embedded and imported the code, and it had my video up here. So that was very handy. And if we go down, we have another image, which once again, I just copied the embedded code. I did that for pretty much all of mine, except for this brochure right here. That I did have some difficulty with. So I ended up just using the snipping tool that is already on my computer and just putting it in as an image and uploading it. The impact of remote healthcare, is the form I use to gather data on classmates and other students. This I also imported in through the embedded code. Down here, same thing. I think I used the snipping tool and uploaded this image and my logo once again. And another uploaded image and another embedded code image. And my references. For all of my image also, I used Google for the graphs, except for the one that I created myself. For my logo, I used Canva, and I also used Canva for my brochure. Now if we go back, we can use the graph data that I got from my Google form and to make an informed decision. So this is on my brochure, is the graph, but I have it in a larger version here. So I got this data from sending my form link around to friends and family and pretty much anyone that would fill it out. I put it in the class discussion board too, hoping someone would fill it out. This is my graph data. You can interpret it, read it, whatever you need. Alrighty, now that we've gone through some images, we can start going through some of the questions. which the first question was indicate the name of the innovation and provide a clear description of its intended purpose, such as the problem that the innovation solved, the opportunity that the innovation created, or the discovery that the innovation made possible. So my innovation was remote healthcare, which pretty much is when you're able to do any sort of healthcare need online. It's a solution in itself. Healthcare is needed everywhere worldwide. The opportunity it created was the opportunity for more people to get help. No matter where they are, they can find help. Next question. All right. B. Explain a benefit and or harmful effect of the innovation. So a benefit is definitely how much easier it is for people to use, but it also is could but it could also have some downsides if not everybody has access to the internet. Question C. Explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or culture. It's had a significant impact, especially with COVID-19. I think it blew up after that. COVID-19 pushed everything online, but it's definitely made a good impact, I think. Question D. Indicate one field other than computer science which this innovation has impacted or has potential to impact. The field I chose was public health. The impact that I said it has is improving its access to medical services for like underserved population, even in like remote areas and anywhere in the country. And question E, describe how a user interacts with this innovation. A user interacts with this innovation pretty simple ways like calling, emailing, even Googling. Anything really is an interaction. Anything medicine wise, even when you Google your symptoms, is an interaction with remote healthcare. Question F, describe in detail how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas of abstraction, algorithms, programming, and or the internet to accomplish its purpose. So remote healthcare utilizes programming and the internet because it needs the internet in order to let patients and doctors communicate with each other. Alrighty. All right, back to the chart. I just wanted to touch again on the results of it. I in this graph, I asked the age and if they thought that remote healthcare impacted them. And on this graph, we can see most people were a little under 20, except for one person. And when asked how much remote healthcare has impacted them, all had pretty steady answers of not that much, although some were higher. I thought this was important because a lot of people wouldn't think that remote healthcare is important, but I guarantee a lot of these people that filled out the form are going to use it in their future and have probably used it already and don't even realize how much they've used it. All right, now going to my reference page. These are all the references used, all with annotations under them. And we can go, let's see, we'll go to BMC Health Services. Alrighty, here is one of my reference pages. This is the BMC Health Service Research. In the original video, it didn't show me clicking on it, but this is the link that it takes you to. You can see. Thank you again so much for listening to my website video tour. Hope you enjoyed.